Toxic relationships come in all forms. They can be between friends, relationship partners, parents, siblings, or colleagues. But most often, it's usually the person closest to you who harms you the most. 40-year-old Anna-Marie Namboga cut ties with her biological mother. Namboga says she took her on an emotional roller coaster ride on a regular basis, often left her with a range of conflicting feelings such as confusion, obligation, pain, guilt, betrayal, anger, and grief. As incredibly hard as it was to let her mother go, she said it took a tremendous amount of courage. She adds that time after time, one finds themselves trying to understand and rationalize their behavior and then forgiving their actions because it's family. No matter the circumstances, she adds, society expects family to have a bond that is never broken, even when a toxic person within the family makes life difficult with their abuse.
It have taken steps as family members were involved and they filed. So for me, it's the best that she doesn't reach out. However, whether she love me or she have a weird way of loving me or she want amend, but the approach she's still using is just the same. So there's really no hope for me to say I will be safe under her space, because I think many pieces are just so broken that you don't want to pick them up, and it's best they stay where they are.
She has coped with a lack of love and the lack of a positive relationship with a blood relative, she adds.
Thing that I have been having, and I'm telling my aunts, my uncle, my father, my husband, that I think for life to move on, this needs to be done. And they all say no, but it goes and goes. And who was suffering? It was me. Who was trying to commit suicide? It was me. Who was losing happiness? It was me. Was I living? No. But after that, I feel I'm at peace. So I know I'm not the only person out there, and I'm not talking this for myself, because I have gone through that process and I've healed by the impact of the decision, and I'm coping. But there are a lot of people outside there, being whether it's wife to husband, brother to sister, child to mother to father, that want out of the toxic relationship. But it's very difficult because we have this expectation from the society, and the society is judging you. It's judging you, but they are not suffering on your behalf. It's you.
Different speakers on the Tupapieni Let's Talk show, where Namboga opened up, had divergent views on dealing with toxic people.
The son, I will be forced, for example, to choose between my mother and my wife. And these are the most important people in my life. I will be forced to choose between my family and my wife, because now I truly, truly love this woman. But on top of that, there's these people, like what you're saying, that I have grown up. So do you see how the divisions that we are causing? In return, you are going to be the bad person, because now you are coming in people's family and they will think, yeah, our son doesn't even send us money anymore. He doesn't even come home. It's because of you. It's because... But the reality of the thing is, how do we accommodate each other? How do we make sure that we are different? How do we make sure that we communicate with respect, with care, with understanding, that we are able to move into the same direction?
I've said it's not one of the easiest things, but if there are unresolved issues and you are being hurt, your mental health is at risk, and you mention it all, if you can do it permanently, yes, you can. But also, how can one perhaps define what cutting off really is? Like, does it mean that you won't ever speak to this person? Because remember, this is your family member. Does it mean that you will never attend any of their events or anything? I personally, or according to like in my experience, I can still attend events. We can still be at the family event and we are all perhaps in one room. I'll greet you, yes, but I'll just not see you as the same anymore. I'll not consider you as the same anymore, whether you are my father, whether you are my mother.
Saying see the red flags, don't ignore the red flags. To not make it a norm for people just to step over your food. You know, let them know how you're feeling. It's very important for you to also open up and speak as well. People don't expect people to be making assumptions. So if I'm constantly making you feel uncomfortable, tell me. And then if I do not change, then you have the permission to cut me off.
Namibians are urged to rededicate themselves to the essence of human rights education.